So don't touch it. Let it get busy. He got a smart ass dog. Let him get busy.
I asked a simple fucking
question. I want to come back there and fuck all y'all.
I asked a simple fucking question.
I'm ready.
Oh, that's for Dabba Ranch. The Dabba Ranch, the sweet, the hot one, the hot ranch.
Y'all might as well go home. Man, this is over with.
Wait, can I get my wrist? Let me get my wrist real quick.
This shit over with. I'm closing this shit down tonight.
Let me get a Dabba Ranch.
Y'all might as well get up. Yo, don't push me, man.
No, I understand.
All right.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
All right.
He said,
I didn't push you. I just got no.
No, I ain't like that shit.
It was no shit.
watch your fucking mouth.
All right.
I ain't one of those. Watch your fucking mouth. I don't work here. What fuck you talking to? I don't fucking work here.
Yeah.
Watch your fucking mouth. Don't tell me what you like to do. Don't tell me.
Shit. Okay, Popeyes. Okay, Popeyes.
Let me start this video by saying that I am not employed by KFC. Regardless of what you may think, I am not an undercover KFC agent here to sabotage the Popeyes chicken. Also, let me say this. Down here in the South, where fried chicken and Popeyes was created, we call Popeyes chicken Popeyes chicken because I am from the dirty South. I don't need any of you Yankees showing up all proper like trying to educate me on how to pronounce Popeyes chicken. No, we call it Popeyes. I know you guys have heard the commercial. I love that chicken at Popeyes. Yeah, that's what we call it down south. Hate to break it to you. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this video. Now, as you guys know, I've been talking about the crazy stuff going on at fast food restaurants. I've been looking at how Popeyes is trying to come up with solutions for the violence and chaos that is always breaking out in their restaurants. We already know that they have tried multiple things, right? They've put bars and fences on the doors and windows. Sometimes they try to lock people out if they're acting unruly. And many locations have now put up bulletproof glass because that's where we're at in America. You go to a fast food restaurant, you have to get served through bulletproof glass. But this isn't even working either because Popeyes has a problem. You see, their employees, a lot of them are ghetto and ratchet as well. So when a customer comes in acting a fool, the employees are like, oh, hell no. I'm not going to wait behind this bulletproof glass. And they walk around with the glass and they go and fight the freaking customers anyway. Or I've already seen videos, I've shown you in past videos, of customers walking around the bulletproof glass and somehow getting into the kitchen and fighting. So the bulletproof glass, it's not even funny, but it's funny. It's sad. You kind of have to laugh to stop yourself from crying these days in today's world with everything that's going on. But I'm sorry. The bulletproof glass, apparently it's not enough to protect the people frying chicken at Popeyes. I don't know what we can do. Maybe we have to put these people in a freaking bomb shelter or something. But apparently, the bulletproof glass at the chicken spot is not enough. The bulletproof glass is not enough. They're going to have to put their employees in bulletproof vests. They're going to have to drive up to work in bulletproof limousines. I mean, each employee has to have their own security personnel to make sure that they can just fry their chicken and serve their chicken without getting shanked, shot, or smacked in the face. You know, I mean, you know it's bad when you need bulletproof glass to protect people who are just frying and selling chicken. And you know it's bad when the bulletproof glass is not enough. Now, I've shown you how ridiculous things are getting. They've even locked up the drive-through menus. The drive-through menus are now in a cage at some of these Popeyes locations. That's how bad it's gotten. But now, because the bulletproof glass isn't working, the bars on the doors and windows are basically turning the Popeyes chicken into a little mini prison. It's not enough. In some areas, it's still not enough. The violence, the crime, it's too crazy. So now they've come up with another solution. And, instead of explaining it, let's go ahead and look at what their new solution is. And then I'll be right back with more thoughts. Damn, bro. Look at how far we have sunken. Look at how far this has gone already. There was a time, I know this may come as a surprise, there was a time when you could just walk into the Popeyes chicken. You can get you whatever chicken wings you need, a dry ass biscuit, whatever you needed. And you wouldn't really worry about anything. You get your food, maybe you eat inside, you take it home. Now, of course, that didn't last long. It didn't take long for the ghetto ratchets to take over the Popeyes, and they took it over years ago, right? We all know, all of us know, that, Popeyes, well, look, I like their chicken better than a lot of chicken places. I really like their wings. So I'm not here to tell you that the food is absolutely disgusting all the time. But everyone knows that Popeyes is ghetto. Let's just be real. Even Popeyes knows they're ghetto because they basically only put their restaurants in ghetto areas these days. Every now and then, one will pop up in a nice area. And when it does, it's like you get happy because, oh, maybe I can eat here once before the ghetto migrates here and ruins this establishment as well, right? But there was a time where you could eat peacefully there, and then, of course, things got crazier and crazier and crazier over the years. And now we've reached the point where some locations are now just a hole in the wall. Literally. You have to drive up or walk up to a hole in the wall. You can't physically see, touch anybody. They can't physically see or touch you either. And you kind of just put your money in and just, here's your chicken. That, ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw, that's how a lot of fast food experiences are going to be here in the future. That's the next step. If you want to know what's the next step for places like McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's, that's the next step. Because these restaurants are doing everything they can. They're hiring extra security. They're putting bars on the windows. They got the bulletproof glass. They're checking IDs. They're taking the drink machines out so people can't run in and try to take drinks and fight over the soda machine. Most places you go, you don't even order from a human being anymore. You put your order in on a computer because they're trying to ensure that there's less altercations and arguments and drama. You can't really fight the tablet. Well, I guess some crackheads do. They'll fight the kiosk inside of McDonald's. But this is where we're headed in the future. To where there's not going to be any more dine-in experiences. You're going to be walking up, driving up to literal holes in the wall where food is kind of just passed to you. You don't know what the kitchen looks like. You don't know what the inside looks like. You don't know who's making your food. It's just going to be a process like what we just watched. You put some money in, they revolve the little thing, and then they open it up. Here's your bag of chicken. That's not the kind of world that I want to live in. I don't want to live in a world where I can't go out to eat or I can't go do anything anymore because a certain crowd of people have ruined everything for everyone. And now any transaction I make, I can't make a human transaction. They just take away the entire human experience, right? And now if you want to buy something, you want to go shopping, you got to go to some hole in the wall, give them a few bucks, and then they'll slide you your item. And it really makes you it makes me grossed out for what could be going on inside, because we know these fast food places aren't the cleanest places in the world already. And these fast food workers often get caught on video doing disgusting things. Now you're not going to have any idea what the inside of these places even look like. And if they don't have customers coming inside every day, looking around, I guarantee you there's not going to be, they're not going to be worried about keeping a clean environment. They already don't really worry about it in many fast food places. But imagine if just no one's inside and no one can see what's going on in there. They're not going to care. When it's time to shut down the restaurant at night, they're not going to stay for an extra minute or extra 30 minutes to clean things up. No, they're just going to leave. So the food's going to get even more disgusting. Who knows what these people are going to be doing to it? It's going to be cooked in even more disgusting environments. And we have to deal with this because we don't, and when I say we, I don't mean me and you, but as a society, it seems like we don't want to deal with the real problem and the real issue. We don't want to deal with the violence. We don't want to talk about where the violence is coming from. Instead, we'll close down all of our restaurants and we'll make you eat from a hole in the wall, literally, instead of just acknowledging and handling the problem. But I want to go ahead and hear from you guys down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.